Now we will proceed the chapter with amphoteric nature of water. Okay. So what is the meaning of amphoteric nature of water? Water can act as acid and water can act as base also. That is the meaning of amphoteric nature of water. Okay. According to Lorentz-Bronsted theory, which we have seen in the last video, water, acid is a substance which can give proton, while base is a substance which accepts proton. Acid is a substance which is proton donor and base is proton H plus ion, that is acceptor. Proton is H plus ion. Okay. So we will see how water can act as acid as well as base. That is how it is acting as proton donor as well as proton acceptor. Okay. We will write two reactions to explain the concept. See, first of all, I am writing reaction of water with ammonia. Okay. So the products which we are getting are NH4 plus and OH minus. Okay. So in this particular reaction, ammonia, it will see forward reaction. Ammonia is converted into NH4 plus, that is it has accepted proton, so it is acting as a base. Water is converted into OH minus ions, so water has given proton and therefore it is acting as acid. In the reverse reaction, NH4 plus ions, they have given protons, okay, and therefore it is acting as acid, and OH minus ions, they have accepted proton and therefore they are base. So base 1 and acid 1, acid 2 and base 2. Okay. So in this particular reaction, water is acting as acid, okay, because it has given its proton. Let us see one more reaction. If you write the reaction of same water with HCl, if you write the reaction of water with HCl, now the products are H3O plus and Cl minus. Okay, so in this case, HCl, which has given proton and converted into Cl minus, so it is acid. Water has accepted proton and therefore it is base. In the reverse reaction, H3O plus has given its proton, therefore it is acid, and Cl minus, it has accepted proton, therefore it is a base. So HCl and Cl minus, H2O and H3O plus. Okay. So if you will observe both the reactions together, once in the first reaction water is acting as acid, in the second reaction water is acting as base. So depending upon the another reactant with which it is coming in contact, water can act as acid or base. In the first reaction, water is reacting with ammonia, which is stronger base than water. Ammonia has more tendency to accept proton than water and therefore water is acting as acid. In the second reaction, water is acting as base where it is treated with HCl, because HCl is stronger acid than water. So it has more tendency to give protons than water and therefore water has to be, it is acting as base. Okay. So this is about amphoteric nature of water. Depending upon the another reactant, its nature to give proton or take proton, okay, depending upon that, water itself will act as acid or base. Okay. Now we will proceed further. Ionization of acids and bases and dissociation constants. Ka and Kb. Okay. So ionization of acids and bases. We have strong acids, strong bases, weak acids and weak bases. Strong acids and strong bases, they undergo ionization or dissociation to large extent, almost completely, while weak acids and weak bases, they undergo dissociation partially. Okay, their molecules, they will remain in molecular form, they do not undergo dissociation completely. Okay, now with the help of dissociation constants for acid, that is Ka, and dissociation constant for base, that is Kb. Okay, based on those numerical values, we are able to get the idea about the strongness of acid or base. So first of all, we will see how we will get those dissociation constants. So we will discuss for Ka, and then we are going to apply for Kb. How to get that Ka? Consider a weak acid Ha. Consider a weak acid Ha in aqueous solution. It will dissociate to form H plus ions and A minus ions. Okay. Now, rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to concentration of Ha. Okay, and therefore rate of forward reaction is equal to Ka, proportionality constant, into Ha. Rate of backward reaction or reverse reaction is directly proportional to concentration of H plus ion and A minus ions. So RR is equal to Kr into H plus ions and A minus ion concentration. Okay, at equilibrium, rate of forward reaction and rate of reverse reaction, they are equal, and therefore we can equalize these two, isn't it? So what we will get? Kf into Ha is equal to Kr into H plus and A minus. Okay, so Kf upon Kr is equal to Ka is equal to H plus ion concentration into A minus ion concentration upon Ha. Okay, so Ka is equal to ratio of these two. So what is the meaning of it? If H plus ion concentration and A minus ion concentration is greater, the value of Ka is greater, that is stronger is the acid. So more is the dissociation into ions. These are dissociated ions and this is undissociated. These are undissociated molecules. So more is the dissociation, more is the value of Ka, and more will be the strongness of acid. Okay. Similarly, you can write for Kb also. So instead of Ha, if you will take BOH, instead of Ha, general formula for acid, weak acid. Okay, if you will take BOH, that is general formula for base, BOH. Okay, and if you write a similar derivation, you will get the derivation for Kb. Kb will be equal to B plus ion concentration into OH minus ion concentration upon BOH. So more is the dissociation of the base, more is the value of Kb, and stronger will be the base. Okay. So this is about dissociation constants of that is Ka and Kb for acids and bases. Okay. And in the next video, we will see about the Ostwald's dilution law. Okay. Thank you.